Raining in light, baggage. What is meant here by baggage? Baggage is the physically invisible luggage that we carry with us. These bags go wherever we go. Baggage are the weights of yesterday, the weights that hinder us. These weights sometimes have the propensity to hurt others, and usually unintentionally. Baggage can come without any of our own doing. We end up carrying it around because we don't know what else to do with it. Baggage sometimes comes from hurt and pain that may have been inflicted upon us, and sometimes hurt that we may have inflicted upon others. The latter sometimes being a reaction. We may have heard that old cliche, hurt people hurt people. Let's believe that hurting people because we've been hurt is inexcusable. Let's change that old cliche to hurt people, help people. We live and therefore must learn. Let's do this before it's too late. Let's lead with the best of ourselves. Let's lead with our spirit. Let's stop right here to breathe. When you're ready, get comfortable for this ride. In order to move forward, we are going to have to drop some bags. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. Gently close your eyes. Let's look at what we're carrying. Let's take a peek inside bag number 1. Continuing to breathe. Sort through this bag. Is there anything worth keeping? Is there anything that you need? Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. How old are the items or material inside of bag number 1? Where did all of this stuff come from? Who put it there? And is the stuff holding us back? Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. Are the items in the bag attached to an emotion? Are they attached to a thought? Are they attached to a needed date? If so, is it an emotion of anger, sadness, or fear? How long have we been carrying this bag around? Are we able to now sit this bag down? Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. Observe your breathing here. If it's going a little bit too fast, calm it. Calm it to peace. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. If possible, and if you are comfortable with a complete release, place attention on a memory of the past and where the items in bag number 1 come from. If the memory holds any resentments with yourself or with others, it may become painful to continue to carry the baggage of it if it hasn't already become painful. Breathe. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. As you continue to breathe, begin to think of the peace that you like to have. As you breathe, begin to cultivate it. In order to cultivate it, let's open our hearts. We won't force the heart to open. We'll allow it to gently open on its own. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. Let's begin to envision the color green. Green is the color of the heart's energy and is associated with transformation and love. Allow green to surround our bodies. Breathe. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. As we breathe in, feel the peace that replaces the weight of baggage. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. As we continue on this ride, and before gently opening our eyes, and when we're ready and able, and have a bag or two to drop off, let's do so. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. Gently open your eyes. Baggage go from emotional to mental and then to physical. It's called weights because we can actually feel them as pressure. We can feel them as tension. We can feel the weights as pain. The emotional baggage is usually characterized by all unresolved traumas and stressors. They occupy our body and mind, and sometimes even in the best of times. The mental baggage is usually characterized by the continuous rumination of the unresolved issues. We just can't stop thinking about it. The physical manifestations of the baggage is the tension in our body, in our shoulders, in our necks, in our backs. Upset stomachs and headaches are here. These bags sometimes impede our health. Bags will definitely slow us down and not comfortably. It is time to consider safe ways to express our feelings of hurt, and especially from the past, even if the feelings come from unresolved anger, regrets, shame, or grief. Are there any areas of our lives that just aren't working? Let's look at these. Let's challenge them by considering if it is due to baggage. If it's not due to baggage, then it's the temporary struggles that will work themselves out through necessary actions, like putting our best foot forward, taking the lead and breathing. If it is due to baggage, let's take a deep look and begin to work from the inside out. Understand who we are and why we act in the manner that we do. If the baggage is an impossible burden to put down, let's consider additional safe supports. If we've been able to drop baggage, let's begin to practice ways to maintain our newfound lighter load. Here we are reminded that going into new phases of life, like careers, new homes, new towns, new relationships, we'll need to make use of the skill of nurturing our mind, body, and spirit without carrying mounds of baggage. We'll have to simply evaluate each situation and state to ourselves whether or not it's worth carrying around the weight of it. Remember that life is about living and learning. Today we know better, so we're able to do better. It is necessary for us to remember to sit with our emotions. Whenever conflict arises, allow our emotions to move through us and by breathing and without interruption. The breaths we take while sitting with our emotions naturally prevents them from sticking around and wearing out their welcome, leaving us worn. Tough situations will arise, and those moments may seem a bit too long and may test our strength. For this, we must have a care partner, someone that we can count on to help to pull us up when we feel weakened. At this time, let's continue on this brave adventure. All aboard the Freedom Train. On this train, all that is needed is you. There is no baggage claim. There is complete freedom. And you get a window seat. We have freedom from baggage. We have freedom for reigning in light.